YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to my channel, hit the subscribe button as well as bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We diving right into the charts today, guys. Are you having fun? Are you having fun, guys? Didn't I talk about the fact that we would probably see some sell-off just yesterday? Talked about the fact that it was not a crazy opportunity to be opening a short just yesterday. And as you guys can see, Bitcoin dropping down today to 53,000. Big major sell-off. Did you make any money off of that sell-off, guys? I did. But as you guys could see, there's a lot more people that are feeling a lot better about the market on the side chat right here, and I am too, and I'm going to tell you guys kind of why. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit of the news, and we're going to talk about like some altcoins too that I feel like that might be good to watch right now, and why I feel like these coins are going to be good to watch. But if you guys didn't watch yesterday's episode, I suggest that you watch yesterday's episode, because again, it's going to be a big fat I told you so episode. Like, I'm notorious for having those. Go watch yesterday's episode. I already talked about what was going on. Even, guys, you can go back and look at episodes that I was making from months ago, talking about the fact that Bitcoin was creating this falling wedge. And as you guys could see, people are starting to feel a lot better about the market. I do like the fact that we didn't just break down off of this head and shoulders pattern, right? You can see we created head and shoulders right here, right back in March, shoulder, head, shoulder. And this is a bearish divergence right here. We saw some sell off from that. Then we created a big head and shoulders, right, between March and July. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder. And what happened? We ended up dropping down, but we didn't break completely down. We found somewhat of a bottom here at 50 at this what was this, 52 range. Yep. And then we jumped up here, and we were hoping to see some kind of a trend reversal. We shot all the way up to 64, but it was a rejection. And so now it's going to happen, right? We created like another small head and shoulders, right? It's been head and shoulders after head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder drops, shoulder, head, shoulder drops. And then look, we're creating another one. But look, guys, we're creating a wedge right here also. Between March and now, we're almost completed our wedge, which again, I talked about in the last video. That is a big bullish divergence right there. So that's what we're waiting for. In my opinion, we're waiting for a retest of 50K. That's what I've been talking about on the channel now. And as you guys could see too, on the all-time chart, we're creating a giant bull flag right here. Where have we seen a bull flag play out in the past? We saw a bull flag play out right here, right? Bitcoin creating this flagpole, jumping up and creating this bull flag before shooting up and creating this another giant bull flag. And it's been correcting down. And again, I was telling you guys back in March that the RSI was so overbought. Well, guess what, guys? We're getting into a healthy zone of accumulation. I also talked about, just like last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, the fear greed index, right? Our fear greed index, we were still sitting in the middle. Look where we're at today, guys, 26. Where did I say I would like to see this thing at? Right here in this orange, right here, a little bit. Didn't I swear I said this, dude. I swear I said this. And look why, guys. Let's look at it. Historically, when has it been good opportunity to buy Bitcoin? Look at this chart. This has been right now is looking like accumulation zone right before we start seeing another rip. I expect it. There's a lot of indicators that are showing it. And again, these are the indicators that I have been waiting on in the market to start showing me healthy zones of accumulation. Look at this. A lot of things are just looking really bullish, even through the bears, through the little bear trend that is in the short term. There's a lot going on this long-term chart for traders that can see what's going on right here. But again, I am still very concerned with this looming recession talk going on, right? But in my opinion, also, I feel like they're just driving these prices down. Again, it's not financial advice. It's just me being a foil hat guy right now. And I'm just saying that, like, I just feel like they're driving prices down right now because it's an election year and they want a cheap Bitcoin, because I feel like we're seeing mass integration with Bitcoin. We're seeing it being accepted more and more, right? Uber's accepting it now. We're watching Apple accept it, and I'm sure more places. I'm sure it's just a matter of time before even you're going to be able to buy stuff off of Amazon. And when that is a thing, man, Amazon has hundreds of millions of dollars traded every, or that is transferred every single day on Amazon. People are buying off of Amazon every single day, and so imagine when some of that is starting to become Bitcoin transactions, and when people are buying Bitcoin to do that, it's going to be amazing for the price of Bitcoin. And I feel like people will just be holding Bitcoin because they'll be transacting in it more, and people will just know that Bitcoin has market cycles and that it will go back up. Hopefully, people will know that. Of course, retail, not everybody's going to make money in this game because fortunately, a lot of you guys are impatient and you get wrecked. But also, some of you guys are greedy and you get wrecked too, right? We talk about that too. The two things that get you wrecked in this game: one, being too impatient, and two is being too greedy. How can I tell you that? I tell you that from experience, guys. And I feel like every trader, every skilled trader will tell you that from experience. We all make the same mistakes. Some of you guys were buying all-time high Bitcoin. Some of you guys were buying in at 71K when I was saying, man, I'm all stable coined up right here. The reason why I was all stable coined up right here is because guess what? I've gotten wrecked in prior cycles before, and so I know, like, I just know not to be as greedy. That's even why I was telling you guys last cycle, don't be so greedy, because again, you live and you learn. That's just how the game works. And ultimately, guys, you got to understand that like 99% of the projects in cryptocurrency are going to fail anyway. So you want to be in trusted things. That those are called blue chips. Those are things that we're going to talk about on the channel today. The meme coin stuff is very speculative, and that's why I was telling you guys just yesterday that meme coins are going to be very speculative to play into that market. There's a time for that, and right now is not necessarily the best time, because again, if Bitcoin decides that it wants to drop down to that 50K mark, I do expect a lot of those meme coins, especially those ones that are so sweet to be buying during the bull cycle, right? Those 100 million and under meme coins to get hit really hard for like maybe 40 to like 60%. And I expect even some of those projects to not come back. So again, that's just based off of my experience. You guys can let us know your experience too. Because again, I've caught also projects really early that have done amazing. And you guys know that on this channel, I'm really great for finding those meme coins. But again, I've also gotten into projects where they didn't do so well, right? So again, it's always speculative, and the time for meme coins, in my opinion, is just not right now. But there's awesome opportunities in the market for a lot of things. If you are looking to do things, in my opinion, I'm still short on the market until 50K, but I'm going to talk to you guys about some stuff that I would be looking at right now, or what I'm going to be looking to acquire more of when Bitcoin does decide it wants to drop to 50K, and just kind of like my strategy of what I plan on doing and what I plan on buying. But again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not telling you what to do with your money. That's your money. You need to do your own research on all this stuff. I'm just telling you guys kind of what I feel like is a safe play on this. And I'm planning on really going half and half, even at 50K, because in my opinion, if it drops down lower, it could really create a lot of blood in the market, especially in a lot of these meme coins. So I don't want to be over leveraged. I always tell you guys about over leveraging. You don't want to over leverage in the market, because again, you want to be around, you want to be around if things decide they want to take off. And that's again why I talk about on a dip like this, the thing that's appealing to me, and this is just me personally. You could, again, do what you want. I like these blue chips. I like things like Ethereum. I like things like Solana, because again, without things like Ethereum and Solana, you're gonna need those to buy meme coins. So if there's gonna be a meme cycle, I feel like this is gonna be two projects that are gonna do really well. And I feel like if Bitcoin does really well, Ethereum of course will do well. And I feel like Solana's been doing really well against Ethereum. So I feel like I like DeFi. I'm always a guy that on these big, huge dips, I always look to get better positions in long-term projects, projects that are going to have longevity, because again, those are the projects that will do the best over time, the long holds, right? So I like Ethereum. I like Solana. I've been hearing a lot of things about Tron, but I don't know. I'm not super big on Tron. It's had a lot of FUD with the project, but you could see it's had a big price rally back in August here, and it's just kind of been creating this wedge along with Bitcoin. But I don't know. I'm not sure how this is going to hold here. We'll kind of see. You can see its all-time chart. It's looking like it's actually creating some positive price action. It's this. I remember early in Tron, I was in really early in Tron. back in like 2017. Yep, back here. I remember Justin's son talking about it, and even like when this thing really came out, my brother had made some money in it early on, but this thing really used to trade between like 2 cents and 3 cents, all the way between like 2017 to yeah, like all 2017 pretty much. This thing, you can't even really see it on the thing, but it was trading between like 2 cents right here for the longest time. Then it shot up way up here to like 30 cents. We all thought that we were going to make a bunch of money. And it's really never done anything ever since. I don't really know what Tron's going to do. I know that there are a lot of projects that are being built on Tron right now. So we'll see what kind of happens with that, if Tron could still hold the steam that it was creating just in the past weeks. And that's just been recently, really, that Tron's really been jumping up through the charts here. So we'll see what happens with Tron. Let's look at some other DeFi projects, because I really like DeFi. I'm not going to lie. DeFi is what I'm going to be shopping. I'm definitely not buying no Binance. Not can my screen not do that for a second? Okay, thanks. Great. I don't really like Litecoin. Caspa, again, this is a project that a lot of people have been asking me about. This thing needs to start picking up in volume, it looks like. Um, Project like this can do really well because, again, it's listed on a lot of exchanges like Binance, stuff like that. It was seeing some good price action, and it's just started to like correct down Bitcoin. As you guys can see, this coin's been absolutely on fire ever since really 2023. It's been seeing some good positive growth, but it's also looking like it could see some possible sell-off, possible major sell-off, to be honest with you guys. But even in the past year, Caspa up 274% still this year. So if you're holding Caspa, nice hold. I like Caspa, but it needs to hold that volume. Otherwise, it could again see some big sell-off. And a lot of coins are looking like that. Even Solana, I was looking at Solana too. Even though, again, I'm saying that it's performing pretty nicely, but if you look at it, it's looking a little funky on the right here on the all-time chart, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, might be possibly starting to see some sell-off, even a retest again of some of those 100 ranges. And you know what? I said that, guys. Go back and look at the video. I said that I'm a buyer of Solana under that little $100 mark. If this thing decides it wants to break down under $100, I'm definitely buying Solana. But again, I think that would only happen if Bitcoin decides that it wants to drop under 50K. Then maybe we'll see Solana drop to like maybe like 105 or like 103. But if it drops under $100 for $100, I'm gonna buy it for sure. Buy all day on that. I feel like SHIB. Well, let's see what's going on with SHIB, right? I feel like SHIB has become a staple in the community. This thing is pretty massive, though, sitting at a 7 million market cap, and it's had its pumps in the past, right? SHIB's definitely had its pumps in the past. We'll kind of see what's going to happen. I feel like, again, if Bitcoin decides that it wants to shoot up and we could see like a $200,000 Bitcoin, like a lot of people are saying, I feel like Bitcoin could easily go to 150, 200. Again, can't predict the top. I'm basing that off of nothing, just off of being in the market for a long time. But I feel like if that does happen, we're going to see a lot of money come into cryptocurrency. And I feel like a lot of these coins are going to do really well, including coins like Shiba Inu. But again, I also talked about the fact that, the reason why we found SHIB so early, guys, like I was literally probably the earliest channel on Shiba Inu talking about that coin, was because the only other real meme coin that was out at the time, guys, was Dogecoin. Like literally, that was it. There was only like that and Doge, and like SHIB came out, and I remember it was like kind of a playoff, and I remember thinking like, wow, if Doge is gonna be like the Bitcoin, SHIB could be like the Ethereum. That was kind of like the thought process back then for me, and it ended up being really well. A lot of people made a lot of money in SHIB. A lot of people made 6 and 7 figures just watching this channel. So that's kind of even how the channel really started its growth was through SHIB. But I was also early in other projects. Also, I was early on Polkadot. I think I told you guys in a couple of my live streams that this was one of the first coins that I really got lucky on, that I really hit it big on, right? I hit also on Cardano too. I knew that this was a coin that was going to do well, because I was around in the 2017 rally, but then also I really was getting good positions. I was really early in the COVID rally, right? I was like early on, even on YouTube, I was talking about cryptocurrency when Bitcoin was trading at like $3,000. I caught Cardano at 2 cents, and I caught Polkadot early around like $5. That was early because actually this thing was trading at like $20 at one point. It was trading at $5 for a while though. I'll show you. Wow. Yeah, look, it's traded pretty down, but you could see I got it around here, around $5. Look at that entry point. Crypto J, perfect entry point, Crypto J. Look at that. Bam. This was the coin that I hit big in Polkadot, and it really set up my portfolio. I felt like I was so early in Polkadot, right? I thought I was so early. Uh, I caught this one from Lark Davis watching his channel. If you guys watch Lark, I like his channel. He talks about a lot of blue chips, and he was talking about Polkadot really early, and I got in on Polkadot, and I was early on it. Also, I knew that Cardano would do well again because I was around in 2017, and I know that that community was really bullish, and I knew that that did really well. There's just certain communities that everybody just kind of knew from that 2017 rally, like the XRP and XLM, and those were coins that I knew might have a chance. Um, and I was in actually XRP early in the last rally, the COVID rally, but I did sell it early because I was just like, you know what, it's not picking up in volume. The market cap's sitting high, and again, there was people that were talking about all kinds of stupid stuff and Dogecoin and stuff, and I was waiting for Chainlink to take off, man. I'm a blockchain guy. Uh, that's kind of how I started out. I was really interested. I know most of the details on most of these projects on this page here. Um, like the utility of most of the blue chips on here. And so I like Chainlink. I thought that Chainlink would do really well, right? I thought that this would, really hit. And, it really never picked up in volume. So this was another coin that I got into, and it's just really not done very well. Why Chainlink has not done really well? Maybe because the market's just not ready for some of these blue chip projects yet. That just doesn't really understand it. They want things like Pepe Coin. They want things like SHIB. They want the meme coins. That's what they like because again, they've seen a lot of people get rich off of things like Dogecoin. So again, that just shows how early we are in cryptocurrency. We really are early in crypto. But I do feel like a lot of these coins will do well. Kronos is another, or CRO, Kronos, another coin that may possibly do well in this if Bitcoin decides it wants to take off. Again, this is crypto.com's coin. So it's a coin again that I had early, but it hasn't been doing very well, honestly, in volume. It's just kind of really not been doing well in volume, and it has been doing well. So honestly, this is probably not one that I would pick up. Again, I'm looking at Ethereum and Solana mostly, to be honest with you. But I do think that some of these can make a rebound. That's kind of just why I'm talking about them. My mouse keeps going crazy, guys. Sorry about that. But let's go over here actually too. We'll talk about some of these meme coins over here because I know that you guys are interested in the meme coins and want to know kind of what we could expect to see. So we'll talk about some of the meme coins that have been pretty popular trending on Dex tools recently. Pepe coin is one coin that has been pretty popular trending on Dex tools. Again, it's a coin that a lot of YouTubers were talking about a couple months ago. It's a coin that a lot of people are still holding, 40,000 people still holding it, but it has absolutely gotten smacked in this Bitcoin correction. As you guys could see, sitting at 41 million market cap. We'll see how this project does. Definitely needs to start picking up in volume, but we could see it's had its sell-offs before. It's created this pattern in the past. So one thing that I do look at when I'm looking at trades and stuff like that, and I'm looking for where I feel like the volume is going to go, is I look for where it's gone in the past, right? History has a funny way of repeating itself in these trades, and these are all kind of psychology. I look at this as just like trade psychology, right? We watched it shoot up, and then it corrected. It created this wedge right here, and then it shot up, right? It created another wedge, shot up, head and shoulders, right? We talk about that bearish divergence, saw a correction there, and look, we're creating another wedge here. So again, this is, in my opinion, this is moving with Bitcoin, and I feel like this thing could turn over with Bitcoin. It could still have its volume. This might be a project that might do pretty well in the future, but again, it might be a project that might not survive this correction. Just a realistic outlook on a lot of these coins, because again, guys, I told you since the beginning that some of these coins will not do well through some of these corrections in Bitcoin. And there will always be another new coin popping up. So that's another reason why you guys shouldn't FOMO into projects, because there's always going to be the next new thing. Like, people always feel like they're missing out on something, but really you're not missing out on anything by taking profit. You're just locking in your money, and like, being like smart. But you're not missing anything by taking profit, guys, and looking for the next thing. There's nothing wrong with that in this meme market, in my opinion. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do with your money. Do whatever you want with your money, guys. But also, if you guys want to come trade with your boy Crypto J, join us over on Telegram. I'm dropping Telegram in the description below. We're going to talk about a lot more of these coins. I want to keep these videos around like 20 minutes. Let me know what you guys think about the long form content too. Do you prefer long form content? Did you make it to this point? Let me know if you made it to this point of the video. Put a comment in the section below saying, Jay, I made it to the point of the video where you were like, did you make it to this point of the video? I made it to that point. Let me know, because I want to know if these long videos are doing well. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.